Hey guys, welcome back to Color Me Glucose, and guess what day it is? Today is site change day. So what I have to use to change my sites is a Mio, a box of Pedra, and an inset, my pump of course, and also some skin tack and some swabs. And today I won't be using the swabs because I also have a setup here that I use these. I got these from the dollar store, and they're cotton rounds, and I use them with some alcohol that I had put in a little bitty canister that has a push top to it. So let's get started. So in order to do site change day, we've got a brand new box of insulin. And with that box of insulin, the top, this is my Pedra, the top has not been taken off yet. I take the top off and dispose of it in the trash. And I take and open this up. Here's my 3 milliliter reservoir. If you want to see it, I'll put it up closer to the camera. 3 mils up top there. Oh, that's the bottom. Down at the bottom, there's 3 mils. And then from here, I pull the plunger down and set this to the side. And then I also take my new 670G and I take and click the middle button to turn it on. Right now I'm resting at 124 because I do have a site in. This is not an on board site position, for Medtronic. I had to get this approved by my doctor because I have so much scar tissue inside of my actual body. I can't do it, and plus with my Ehlers-Danlos, I'm having a hard time wearing my sites on my stomach anyway. So this is what I do. Getting back to what we were talking about, I take here and I click this button right here, and then right here it shows that you have to click the arrow. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong thing. Oh, it's gonna be a long day. That's the graph. Forgot, it's backwards. Click the arrow to go back, but you click the middle button and you follow what it says to do. This is how you get into the physical on-board section here. And you scroll down until you see the word options. You click options, and then from there, you scroll down until you see reservoir and tubing. You click that one, and then you click new reservoir. And what it's going to do is it's going to say rewind. This is a little backwards, so I do apologize. But it's going to say rewind, and you click there. And that starts the pump rewinding. While that's rewinding, I'm going to get ready to set up my physical, actual reservoir. Now, you know before we had the reservoir pulled down. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to keep it pulled down. We're going to take the insulin, the Pedra, stick the bottom of the reservoir end here and click it in. Then I'm going to take and push the air into the Pedra. And it's going to fight you. Well, that's good. And it's going to push it back out. In order to keep my physical reservoir from getting a lot of bubbles, I always push it back up into the Pedra, and it keeps me from having so many bubbles. And then I slowly pull it down. You can pull whichever desired length, meters that you want on your reservoir. I like 3 meters on mine, and I've been told that I need to change them out more. I have a tendency to not want to use up insulin, so I always take and physically use it all the way up. But I don't pull it all the way out, because if you pull it all the way out, you're kind of stuck and you got insulin all over the floor. So right there we have this insulin, and I've got it up to, as you see, it's up to the 3rd meter line. I take and remove this by just twisting it and pulling it, and it comes off. And I put that to the side. Then I take this and set it down where I can reach it. And the Mios have a little bitty strip here. Mios is my favorite because it's all in one. I don't have to worry about 2 or 3 different devices to physically insert my actual inset. And I take this and I take the wrapper, put that to the side. I will dispose of that later. And then I also have a little tab on the bottom. I always pull that tab off. Now, mind you, this whole entire time, I have not, this is the bottom of the Mio, I have not physically taken and swabbed my area. The area that I'm going to be using happens to be the bottom of my arm. As you see, you can see spots where I have bloody areas at, so I do apologize. I'm going to clean those up right now because I just finished with an inset. So let's clean that section up here. Get that all taken care of. And let's prep this area for, you can see I have a lot of sticks there because I use this arm a lot anymore. This one and the other one. And there's some residue sitting on here. Okay, so now the area is nice and cleaned up and I prepped it. I'm going to get another one of these ready because I get a lot of residue on my hands from doing this. And I'm going to let that air dry, making sure that my shirt does not come down over it. And I just set and I prep. I push down on the actual area and prep that up. And then, see, no more bleeding. I open up my skin tack. And I take that skin tack, make sure the area is nice and dry. Once it's dry, I take it, I'm going to put it over here today, I think. And I take it and I physically wipe that area with skin tack. And like I said, I get sticky hands. So in order not to pull off the actual inset, let's just wipe those down again. And I put that with the skin tack area. And then I pull off the top to the Mio, and there's a little bit catch here, so you have to take it, I push it down with my nail and unwrap the actual Mio and the cording until it's all the way unwrapped. Try not to drop anything. Okay, you have this end of the Mio. I have not yet taken off this end yet, so I take this end off. I try to keep it sanitized, so I leave it on until the very last minute. Take this part here and take this here, and there's a little needle there. You can see it. There's a little needle there. You take it, stick it inside. There's a little physical section right there. You stick it in that middle, and you'll hear it click in. And I just twist mine to make sure that it's locked in so it won't come up. I remove this part here. Then I take it and stick it into my top where the reservoir goes into for my pump. I twist that and lock that in. See, it's locked in. Then on the pump, I will take and do this. It says load reservoir right there. I click where it says to click at on the pump. And then I go back up top. It says load reservoir because we're still in that function. I hold my Mio this way. And I have not removed any of the areas to keep them sterile where the needle or the actual inset backing is at. And I take and I hold that down and push it. And it tells you what to do next. Follow those instructions and click next. And go ahead and click next again. And then click next and then click load, because this is your pump and it's telling you what to do. So this will load the actual insulin into the, this will load the pin up into the bottom of the reservoir. So that's done. And then it goes to, it says next. And then you hit fill, and mine's filled to 3.0. Everybody's is different. And then it will load the insulin into the tubing. And I usually like to see it drop down. Okay, so I have a drop. Look, it's coming out. I'll take that, put that on my hand, wipe that off. And then the next stage is I have to remove this little bitty plastic cannula. Well, it's like a little cannula on the outside of the actual needle. It's a covering. I remove that off of there, put that to the side. I take off the sterile protection for the sticky part and put that to the side, and then I pull this down. Now on this you have 2 grooves on either side. There's one there. There is a hole right here. If you see, there's a little hole. You take that little hole and pull it down, and then you want to physically get your section ready that it's already done. So you take it and stick it right about there. I said I'm going to do it on the side today. It may hurt a little bit, but it normally does not. I've got EDS, so everything hurts. So I'm going to take it, stretch my arm back out, and push it, and it's in. Painless, seamless. I pull it back out, make sure the area is pushed down, and then on here, on the pump, I push the pump on since it went in hibernation mode. I go ahead and go to the next section. It's already on fill, so we don't have to do it. It's already been filled up. I click done, and it says it's resumed back. So I'm back at 126, and I'm done. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you. And please click and subscribe so you don't miss any more videos in the future. Next time I will do a video on my CGM, which is the actual term for it is for the 670G. They're all different. 670G happens to be the Guardian Sensor 3. So I'm going to do that. And I always wear my trusty little grip grips. Love those to death. And I did do a video down there, and you guys can check out that video too. If I remember, I'll stick it in the link. If not, check my channel out and you'll be able to look through all my videos. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. Have a very good day. Bye. Oh, I guess it didn't cut off. But thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.